Okay, this is a little bit of an experiment. I had a little bit of, I keep having funny little problems with the recording the videos straight onto YouTube, and I'd sure like to be able to get that right because it saves a lot of time and energy. So far it's recording, but we did one today that only lasted 17 seconds, and even though we recorded for 5 minutes, don't know what happened to the last 4.5 minutes. So I'm experimenting on two accounts here. I want to see if I can get to keep recording. It looks like it's still recording, and also I want to see what happens if I go just over 5 minutes. Because I think they only let me do 5 minutes. Anyway, so I think I'll just say a few thoughts on this last month of recording a Christmas CD. It's actually been kind of funny because we've had a lot of snow this month, quite a bit. So I've had Christmas songs stuck in my mind while writing Christmas music and snow outside in April. But then I thought, well, that's kind of appropriate since we know from modern revelation that Christ was actually born in April. So it works out. um, but it was kind of an interesting thing to do, trying to do a CD in a month. Um, I was thinking along the idea of NaNoWriMo, which is National Novel Writing Month. I did that last November and really enjoyed it and had a great time writing a story, and it was very tiring, very long evenings, staying up trying to get my word count for the day, but had a great time doing it. And I also enjoyed doing this as well, the CD in a month. I think one of the advantages to doing it this way that I did it was that I had the tunes to start with. I mean, the Christmas carols, most of them are already established. They're not something original out of my head, and it was just the manner of how they were played, how they sounded that was going to be unique about them. So that was kind of different that way. But I did find that it wasn't quite as time consuming with the music as it was with the book, and maybe that's partly because I've been doing music longer, and maybe the music's not as quality. I don't know. I think it's all right. So, um, but it was kind of interesting. It didn't take as much time quite, um, but I think writing 50,000 words and writing um, 15 to 20 songs is quite a bit different. I think there's a very different approach to both. And especially since the music requires, or that I use a lot of improvisation, that seems to um, make a difference. And you know, it's kind of funny to do a CD in that manner because a lot of people would say, well, don't you want to take the time to get every song perfect and exactly how you want it? And there's certainly something to be said for that. I think that's one approach that's a very good approach. But there's another approach that's getting more popular in in regards to social media and so forth that I kind of depend on for a lot of my music, and that's the idea of an artist being incredibly authentic, being real. There's a drive to see not just the perfected, touched up, cleaned up, shined product, but also to see how it comes across straight from the artist's um, instrument. What does it feel like, and what does it taste like when they're first working on the music? And though I didn't record these as improvisational things, I did work on them and get them how I wanted them before doing it. I usually only had an hour or two to even do that, and so there's still quite a bit of that new and authentic. Okay, I've just hit 5 minutes. And it still seems to be recording. I'm not sure how much time it's going to give me. Maybe I'm one of the older accounts that it lets me do that. Maybe I'll stop it right before 10 minutes just in case it gives me 10 minutes. That'd be kind of cool. Sometimes it's hard to get into a subject in 5 minutes. Anyway, so, there's the whole drive of there's the one side that's saying, you got to get your music exactly right, perfect, before you put it out to sell. And then there's the other side that say, no, we want to see it played right from the studio, mistakes and all. We want to see exactly what the author experiences in this, and I think doing it this way, a quick thrown, I hate to say thrown together album. A lot of these pieces I've been kind of tinkering around with for years, or at least months, but I haven't made any effort to record or to perfect them until now, and I'll have one morning to kind of figure out what basically I want to do with it, and then first thing I'll record it the next day, or sometimes I'll just start playing around with it. It works kind of good. Push record, go through and record it all, and then go back and touch up uh, notes I bumped, remove some unnecessary notes. Maybe if I got paused for a second, trying to find a chord, I'll just patch, cut and paste it to take the gap out. And I guess in some ways, some people would say editing the stuff like that is cheating. And sure, if you want to call it that, I'm just trying to come up with some nice music, and I don't have the greatest of equipment to work with, and I don't have flawless talent either. So if you hear mistakes in it, there were probably things that I just didn't have the energy to fix up, or maybe just that I wanted to come across as authentic. If it's too perfect, then chances are it wasn't really me on the most perfect parts. I don't know if I'm making any sense or if I'm just jabbering. In fact, I know I am just jabbering now. So I've got a couple minutes left. You can stop if you don't want to keep listening. That's fine. This is, like I said, an experiment. I'm trying to see what's going on with the time here. The Nano novel that I was talking about, NaNoWriMo novel, I'm hoping to get it finished and published by October, since it's kind of a holiday based one, and we'll see how that goes. And I've had a funny thing with the trying to get it published with the publishing industry. I've sent it to a number, I think about 8 different places, and I've heard back from 2. And I did it in like February, March, April, May, so it's been 3 months. And I haven't even, rejection letter would be fine, but I haven't even gotten that yet. So I'm kind of like, And on top of that, I'm really starting to think more that I might really prefer to self-publish because of all the things that I can do with it. I'd love to be able to just put it into every format possible, be able to have it on both book and audio, hardback, softback, mass market, small version, downloadable PDF, downloadable document format, whatever people want. I think that would be kind of fun to do it that way. MP3, listenable. Okay, we're at about 9 minutes and 30 seconds. I think I'm going to stop before 10 minutes just because. Now, it may break up this video. It may only do the 17 seconds that it seems to have done before. But I'm watching the time here. Okay. Anyway, so I'll sign off now. Thanks.